Hi, and welcome to another Watch Geek video. Today I'll be doing a review of the GA-500 G-Shock that came out in 2016, which by G-Shock standards means it's a very new and fresh model. I also did a detailed tutorial on how to set up and use all the functions of this watch, so if you want to check that out, you can click on this link right here. Now before we move on, I also wanted to thank Silvertime Watch Store for supplying this watch, and if you want to check them out, you can click on the link in the description. Like I said, this model was introduced in 2016 as a member of the ever-growing analog-digital family of G-Shocks, like the GA-100, 110, 400, 700, etc. Now because of all these models, I get the feeling like regular, all-digital G-Shocks are taking a back seat when it comes to new releases, but that's a topic for another video. The release included three models originally: the all-black, the black and red, and the white and black model, with other colors being released later on. This version, called the GA-500K, is actually a limited edition that was released on February of 2017. It's a collaboration done with Chari & Co., which is a New York-based clothing company that specializes in apparel and equipment for bikers. And when I say bikers, I mean bicycle riders. Since I actually commute to work with my bicycle, I like the collaboration, and it did make me check out their store. The colors are exactly the same as the ones used on Chari Racing Team, and this triangle shape should be reminiscent of the triangle that the tubes of a bicycle make. Apart from the color scheme, you do have Chari logo printed on the subdial hand and also engraved on the case back. When it comes to the specs of this watch, it is large, as it's to be expected from a G-Shock. So it has a diameter of 48.9 millimeters with a lug-to-lug, if we can call it that, of 52.3. The thickness is 17.1 millimeters, and the watch is pretty light at 75 grams. Despite the large dimensions, the watch wears slightly smaller, or should I say slimmer, than usual G-Shocks, as the design is somewhat different. It's more streamlined in a way, making it look more like a Suunto than a G-Shock, as it lacks the bumps and humps we usually get on G-Shocks. I personally like this new case design, as it reminds me of an old G-Shock, the AW500 from the early 90s. The overall display configuration is great, as it makes the screen show all the stopwatch data in one line, which is pretty rare on G-Shocks that have visible hundreds of seconds for the whole 24 hours. Despite liking the overall look and the colors, there is one thing that bugs me, and it's the same thing I noticed on the Victorinox I reviewed. It's the seconds track that belongs on a mechanical watch, since it has the visions within 1 second. It didn't make any sense on the Victorinox, and makes even less sense on this, as this doesn't even have a seconds hand, so why they decided to put it on the watch is beyond me. The watch is powered by the module 5478, which is a regular battery-operated module with conventional timekeeping, just like all the other GA series models. The battery is rated to 3 years with everyday functions usage, meaning you can expect up to 5 years if you don't use all the functions every day. When it comes to the functions, it's equipped with the usual Casio tech. So you have a 60-minute countdown timer, a world time function with 31 time zones and 48 cities, 5 alarms with one being a snooze, and a 24-hour stopwatch that measures down to 1/100th of a second. Just like the countdown timer is the main function of the GA-400 that I already reviewed, the stopwatch is the main function of this model. So the stopwatch has a direct access button on the front of the watch, meaning that with a single press of a button, you can enter and start it, without going through other modes to get to it. It also has something called a target alarm, where you can set up a certain target time so the watch will beep once the stopwatch reaches that elapsed time. But this and all the other functions are explained in detail in the tutorial I mentioned at the beginning, so make sure to check that out as well. The backlight used consists of 2 LEDs, just like on all other analog digital models. And just like on all of them, they struggle to make the watch readable. The strap and buckle look and feel more like something taken from Casio ProTrek line of watches than G-Shocks, and I like the fact they got back to making stainless steel buckles, unlike the plastic ones used on the GA-400 and 700. To conclude, this is another addition to the huge analog-digital family of G-Shocks that is yet another confirmation Casio prefers that direction to purely digital models. The design is more streamlined, and I like it as there are less things that will get caught on your sleeve, making it a more comfortable watch for everyday wear. Don't get me wrong, it will still struggle to fit under your cuffs, but compared to a Mudmaster, it can be considered dressy. Prices of regular versions are what you would expect, ranging from $80 to $120, which is very reasonable, while this limited edition goes up to $180, so be ready to pay a premium for this color scheme. Well, this completes this week's video, so thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe by pressing this button right here, and until the next video, bye.